This video is going to be an introduction to how I balance my hanger. Quite often, I get asked by some of my viewers, what weapon should they get, or what weapon should they upgrade, or different bot configurations and whatnot. So hopefully this video and the next video, which is going to be coming up, will address some of those questions. But before I can actually talk about how I balance my hanger, there are some basics which I think I need to go through first. A lot of the newer players tend to overlook these things, and they can influence the kind of weapons you decide to go with or what kind of bots you decide to roll out with. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking this into 3 different range categories: close range, medium range, and long range. So what I'm showing right now are examples of close range bots. When you look very carefully at the weapons that are equipped on these bots, you will notice that all of it is really effective up until about 350 meters. I know that I have Punishers here and they can reach up to 500 meters, but when you're looking at the Punishers combined with the Thunder, you're looking at maximum damage at around about the 300 meter mark. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up for close range bots, and next we will move on to the medium range. So with medium range bots, I'm typically looking at weapons which can hit its target up to around about 500 meters. You will kind of see as we move from medium to long range, there is going to be a little bit of an overlap as well. So taking a look at my hanger, I have a few examples of what one could possibly use for their medium range bots. In my first example, I have a pattern with CRV pins. CRV pins are capable of doing damage up to 500 meters. In my second example, I have a pattern with aphids and an ECU shield. So the reason why I have it in this category is because with the ECU shield, you are able to advance forward. Aphids have a range of 350 meters, but you only really have to advance 200 meters before you hit that 500 meter mark and beyond. So to me, it's more like a medium range bot. Moving on to the Griff Punisher. Now the Griff Punisher is pretty self-explanatory. Punishers are effective up to 500 meters. I then have a Griff Molot, and this is where we sort of see a little bit of an overlap between medium and long range. Molots are effective right up until 800 meters, so it's sort of reaching to that 1000 meter mark, but not quite. I then have a Fury with triple Zeus. The Zeus is capable of hitting its target up to 600 meters, so that's the reason why I have it in this category. Lastly, we have the long range category. If you take a closer look at the weapons that are equipped on these bots, you are looking at weapons that are effective from 800 meters to 1000 meters. As is the case with the VTs in my first example, the Trebuchet can hit its target from about 1000 to 1100 meters, and then you have the Molots. With the Griff Molot, you have an effective range up to 800 meters, but at the same time, because the Griff has a jump ability, it's able to advance another 100 to 200 meters, so you are almost reaching that 1000 meter mark. With my third bot, or third example, I have a pattern with lasers or geckos, and that's pretty self-explanatory. The lasers are able to hit its target up to 1100 meters. With my fourth example, I have the Leo with the Zeus and lasers. Lasers are able to hit its target from 1100 meters, and then the Zeus has effective range up to 600 meters. So that makes that particular bot medium to long range bot. And lastly, we have the Fury with triple Kang Days. Kang Days have vision up to, I believe it's 1100 meters. So anyways, that does conclude the long range category. In my follow-up video to this, so part 2, I will be talking about how all of these different ranges comes into the equation when balancing your hanger. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. And again, be sure to check out part 2 of how to balance your hanger.